Very nice. Good. Good. Yeah. I noticed there's something that is rattling. Could that be the pickup maybe on the bottom? Let's hear your guitar. Check that. Did you hear it?
Yeah, you mean this one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The weird thing is sometimes it goes away occasionally.
Play the note again. Play it one more time. Keep playing it. Keep doing it. Maybe something's loose inside. Keep playing. Keep going. Hit a bunch of times. It's under the bridge. Something's probably loose. I mean, unless it's just this. You see it stop? Or, did you ever adjust the action on the saddle? There could be a space underneath the saddle. And if that's the case, you can take the saddle out and just level it off so that it sits in there evenly. Now, good. Yeah, I thought the Carcassi, it shows, you know, your ability the most. It's really, because it had a good rhythmic sense, and the changes. I would be careful, just a couple of things. I'd be careful on those slurs, you know. So you pull straight down instead of, you know, slanting. Because since it's an etude, you know, you can watch your technique. Just try this. Yeah, so you're gonna turn your hand this way and then come straight down. Yeah. And then when you shift, just carry it straight up. In other words, don't lose the kind of form of your hand. Yeah, and in general, you could keep the fingers a little bit more separated at the knuckles, so that, yeah, and so you're covering that. And also, you know, you could get a little bit more sound out of the guitar, just more projection. You can achieve that with more follow through. So you're coming back this way. Come back further towards your palm on the free stroke. That's better. Yeah. Let's just try this. Just on open strings. And come back. That's a lot better. You're just coming, you know, the further back you, the main thing to remember if you're making a big follow through is to relax the finger, so that if you're bringing it back this way, it just bounces back, you know, like that. Okay, overall, the main thing I would say that would really improve your playing, because your hands look good, you can get a little bit more sound and watch the alignment in the left hand, but your fundamentals are really quite good. Your sitting position is really stable. I would work on making the notes more legato, and there's a couple of ways you can do that. Sometimes it's just so you don't want to get off of a note before, you know, the full value of it is. And also sometimes if you're coming up like this, you're going, and you have that all over in there. You have it. So, that we'll get to the Carcassi, because that's a little bit harder. But it's just something like this. Take it from the beginning and I'll show you. So, you know what I mean by more legato, right? Yeah. This is another thing. If you put a space between the notes, it's also going to create more separation. So, or let's take the bass out and go. Yeah, that was really, really good. The last two notes could have been. Now put the bass in and see if you can get this in. Whoops. Yeah, every note was really good. I would say this, except these. Now that that's an issue of both hands arriving at the same time. This is going from the C to the D. Here. Try it. So there's an exercise, a really good one you can do outside of the context of this if you're just working on legato. In this particular case, sometimes it's string crossing, sometimes it's holding onto a note long enough, but there's another kind where that prevents a legato, another technique, deficiency where the fingers are not arriving at the same time. So if you just do this and don't even play, you know, when you're practicing, so you just want to feel each finger arrive simultaneously, and then the opposite too. Because if one precedes the other, you get that break. Let's see. Let me take it from here. Good. Yeah, I think again more sound. Maybe this. Like make a big follow through. Play as loud as you can. Dampen the A, which you did nice, you're doing it this way. Do you ever use this form of damping? Where the thumb comes back? You may want to try that, I think would be effective. So you get a little bit of overring between the E and the A. Yeah. Good, like I guess it's a C, isn't it? So you're going to go watch it. So. Good. Good. And a little bit of this one. Yeah, again, hold it back in there, but maybe make more of this. Start. Sort of like a contrast. Good. Yeah, but since you're going, you get to hear, you want an accent on the B, just to make it consistent with the others. So you're coming down this way. These are going to come down because you have a little mark there. So take it from here. Is in A minor, and then you end on an A major chord. So it would be a good idea to make a bigger rallentando, so it doesn't come as a surprise, or, you know. This is very odd. Maybe play it really quiet, because it's major, it's going to make a big statement. Lots of time. Good. And then a little bit of the Carcassi. You sort of have a bass note, a bass line here, and then an answer in the treble. So you could shift the emphasis. Then the bass comes back. I mean, the bass line continues, but because this is static on the A, it's sort of an etude on tremolo. This would be a good one also to practice getting more sound out of it. So let's hear a little bit of that. Yeah, and then work on, it may be because you're changing the balance, but work on making those top notes really legato. You can work on that. So you actually hold a note longer than it's written. It's written as a 16th, but you're gonna let it hold over. Let's take it from here. This is really good where you're connecting all these notes. You can do the same thing here. You know how you're holding this down? You do the same thing here. These top notes, let them ring longer than the written. The D and the E and the F and the F sharp. So you can work on that. You just let them linger. So you. Then we already kind of addressed these pull-offs, right?
Yeah.
And then you can set this harmonic change up by doing a little bit of a pause right before you get to it. And musically it makes sense, but it'll also help you technically. You want to try that?
Yeah.
exactly. More curve and go straight down. All right. Good. And then, you know, those concepts of legato, you can apply them all throughout here. So that the last note of the 16th note actually rings over into the next chord change. You just have to work on it, but that's going well. I think you should play more of a Carcassi, pieces at that level. Yeah, be good. All right, thanks a lot.
Thank you.